Okay, I'm still working on this patch. I just want to show you more with this. I don't like using this 10-inch only because my finger gets sore after a while. So I can only do this so much. That's why I like the other type of trowel. But this way, you can see it works really nice. Now if I'm pulling this way, I don't have as much pressure on my finger. But there's going to be times when I'm like this, especially on the wall. So I like to use the other, but I'm just telling you why I don't usually use this one all the time. If I did sheetrock every day, my hands would be really super strong, my fingers would be strong, my wrists would be strong. Because I don't, I utilize the other trowel. Just wanted to tell you that. Okay, once you think you're done with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this patch out just a little bit further around the edges because I want to blend it in really super good. Okay, so you'll notice I'm using my big trowel. I'm just going to put a little bit around the edge. Then I'm going to come back and blend it in. Now I'm going to do that all the way around the patch. Extend it out. See, most people would think, okay, you're doing a 2-foot square patch. Your sheetrock, when you get done, is going to be 2 foot square, or maybe an inch further. Not so. You might end up with a 3-foot square patch, and I don't care. I want this to blend in to the existing ceiling. Ultimately, I'm going to patch this entire, or paint this entire ceiling, starting with the patches. But I got to finish this first. So that's why I go over the whole thing and extend it out a little bit. Add a little bit more mud where I need to, and extend it out. I do that all the way around my patch. I'm going to work on my other 2 patches, and when I get done with those, then I will be back. I guess I'm going to show you a little bit more. As you can see, I'm using a 6-inch blade because I'm up close here, and I'm close to the outside walls and stuff. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. This lightweight sheetrock mud, you can only go over it so many times. So once you get it pretty smooth, you don't want to keep going over it. It's not like regular sheetrock mud. You've got another one called all-purpose sheetrock mud. That you can work with a little bit longer. But the other thing I wanted to point out was on this, the reason why we're coating the entire thing. Even if you think the quickset coats were smooth enough, you don't want to just try to touch this up. You want to cover the entire patch with this product because when you get ready to paint, your paint will pick up differently over the quickset. So our intent is not only to make this look nice, we've got to coat this entire thing. We're adding a thin layer. This mud here will paint way better than straight quickset. So you never want to patch a hole or thinking you're good enough with just quickset and say, oh, it's smooth. Because once you paint it, you're going to see exactly where that patch is. So please remember that, because a lot of people do that, and if you do that at your place, I'll point out where your patch is every single time. So that's the tip that I wanted to share with you at this point. Here's what the patch looks like so far. Can you see anything? Well, it's up there. I'm going to point out where the outside edges are. Here's the patch. Looks pretty good, huh? Okay, we've got it covered. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to put a tight skim on it. I'm going to lightly skim around the edges, but for right now it looks really good. I'm letting it dry. Now incidentally, I didn't tell you, when I put the quickset on, once the quickset dries, it doesn't have to, all the moisture doesn't have to come out of it first. As long as it feels hard, it's okay to put the next coat on. That's the beauty of using quickset, is because I put those the three small little coats of quickset that I put on the very same day as I'm putting this other coat on. Had I used something different, I wouldn't be able to do it all in one day. So just showing you the different steps by utilizing Quickset. I love the product, and I also like this stuff too. So we're going to let this dry a little bit longer, and then I'm going to tell you what we do after this. As you can see, I'm cleaning off my tools while I'm waiting for that to dry. I clean these off, so what I try to do is while that dries, I don't just sit trying not to do anything. I can clean up a little bit while I wait for the patches. I can clean off my tools, get ready for what I'm going to do next. But there's always something to do, even though the sheetrock mud is still drying. So keep yourself busy.